just on the very basic level, just where we are as a community, there's missions and also people that just don't happen to have a vehicle or regular transportation to church. So we just are there to be able to bring them to church. It's just the real basic of what it is.
We have 2 vehicles that provide a very necessary need for the body.
I rode the shuttle for probably about 9 months. I eventually got plugged in here and got involved with my discipler, Scott Growth, and then he started giving me rides a little bit more regularly to some of the services and things of that nature. But I was still pretty dependent on the shuttle ministry to get me to and from the church and to any activities that we were doing.
Okay, I first caught it November of 2012. And I stayed riding it till probably April or May, or maybe sooner than that, of 2013.
I've seen ladies I drive in the van get baptized, I've seen them get discipled, and I've seen them able to move on with their life just because they were able to ride in the van with Paul or me or whoever and get involved and get discipled. And I don't know, it's important. We're shepherding people to be with the rest of the body in school.
I would not be in church today had not someone driven a bus from Fillmore, Missouri to St. Joseph and back every day.
I think it's very important. At first, I just kind of saw it as another errand or just like a task or just me serving the body. But as I started doing it, I learned that people are able to hear the gospel, people are able to be involved in church, not just go to church. You know, people are able to be a part of the body just because I drove a van.
It is important, you know, if someone's willing to be here, they get fed spiritually. And we have the necessary means to be able to pick them up and, so that this church can grow and learn. And there's been, 4 or 5 guys that are involved in ministry, on a consistent basis, through the bus ministry, through the shuttle business. So it's bearing fruit.
It's like all the ministries. I mean, there are people that would not have been touched had we not gone and got them. There are people that wouldn't have heard the gospel. There's people that wouldn't have been taught the word, and that has eternal value. You can't put an earthly value on that stuff. It's been incredible.
This ministry serves the entire body, and it's the least cherished ministry as far as desirability to do it. You don't see the guy get here at 8 o'clock in the morning and go and pick people up who desperately need to be here.
Not only drivers, but it could also be cleaning or participation in just helping people when they get off the shuttle. A lot of people have strollers or diaper bags and just are new to the church, so could just help them in the door and kind of show them around even. Basically, I just wanted to reflect on our church as riding on the rails of relationships, to where, it is hard to develop deep relationships with people while you're driving, but the more consistently you're there and can greet them and get to know their names over time, and you develop these relationships, and then you have opportunities to minister to people one-on-one sometimes, that is really great.
The truth of the matter is that we may not have this ministry if we don't get people who are willing to serve. That's the truth. And if it comes down to it, I know our pastor will drive. But how long can he do that and do what he does?